트럼프는 5월 2일 백악관에서 열린 기자들과의 만남에서 코로나가 우한 연구소에서 왔다는 증거를 봤다고 말했습니다. 하지만 그걸 확신하느냐는 기자의 질문에는 나는 여러분에게 그걸 말하는 게 허용되지 않는다고 말했습니다. 트럼프 대통령이 최근 코로나 확산에 대해 중국 책임론을 공개적으로 제기해오긴 했지만 코로나가 우한 바이러스 연구소에서 유래했다며 직접 언급을 하면서 파장이 예상되고 있습니다. 실제로 미국 정부는 우한 바이러스 연구소 유래설에 대해 집중 조사를 벌이고 있습니다. 이 장면을 한영자막으로 편집을 했습니다. 영상 후반에 해외반응도 있으니 끝까지 시청해주세요. 감사합니다.
A moment ago you said that China, it's possible they could have chosen not to stop the spread of the virus. Are you insinuating they intentionally let it spread?
Well, they could have done it, and I'm just saying, well, one of two things happened. They either didn't do it, and they couldn't do it from a competence standpoint, or they let it spread. And I would say probably it got out of control. But there's another case that how come they stopped all the planes and all of the traffic from going into China, but they didn't stop the planes and the traffic from coming into the United States and from coming into all over Europe. I mean, look at Italy. Look what happened to Italy. And it's very lucky. This country is very lucky, and I'm very lucky that I put the ban on China. As you know, very early on in January, we put the ban on in China, and that was a very early day. That wasn't a late day. That was an early day. Then we later put the ban on in Europe. And if we didn't do that, as Alex knows, we would have had a problem like you wouldn't have believed. We would have had a problem much bigger. But then you take a look at what happened to Italy. A lot of those people went to Italy instead. And it's been a very, very tough place, Italy.
And then on holding them accountable, is that something you prefer to do now in the next few
No, I don't
weeks?
want to do that. I want to find out what happened. I think we'll be able to get a very good, very powerful definition of exactly what happened. We're working on it strongly now, and I think it's going to be very powerful. But they could have stopped it. They are a very brilliant nation, scientifically and otherwise. It got loose, let's say, and they could have capped it. They could have stopped it, but they didn't. But they stopped planes from going to China, but they didn't stop them from going to the rest of the world. What was that all about, Jim?
And my question is, have you seen anything at this point that gives you a high degree of confidence that the Wuhan Institute of Virology was the origin of this virus?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And I think that the World Health Organization should be ashamed of themselves because they're like the public relations agency for China. And this country pays them almost $500 million a year. And China pays them $38 million a year. And whether it's a lot or more, it doesn't matter. It's still, they shouldn't be making excuses when people make horrible mistakes, especially mistakes that are causing hundreds of thousands of people around the world to die. I think the World Health Organization should be ashamed of themselves. We're going to see where it is. We're going to see where it comes from. And, look, you know every theory. You had the theory from the lab, you had the theory from many different, the bats, the type of bat, and the bat is 40 miles away, so it couldn't have been here, and it couldn't have been there. And there's a lot of theories. But yeah, we have people looking at it very, very strongly.
And what gives you a high degree of confidence that this originated from the Wuhan Institute of Virology?
I can't tell you that. I'm not allowed to tell you that.